You think they're going to stop out there? No, they're not stopping. It's getting stupider. There's a reason it's getting stupider. It's because these phantom pockets are losing energy. So they're getting desperate. Nope, you are not crazy. The world is backwards. Everything is upside down. We have been in a prison planet for millions of years. We have been in a fallen system where everything that is actually evil is prevailed as being good. And good is perceived as being bad. Everything is backwards. I'm going to get into many things in this video that are going to blow your mind, and you're going to really make you feel that, yes, you have been seeing these things and it is not normal. All today on Earth 1111, I'm Roxanne, and I talk about everything from Ascension, how we are co-creating a brand new Earth. Everything going on out there is crazy because of this, a billion-year reset of our DNA template. When you hold a lot of consciousness in yourself, when you have a lot of the ability to connect with what is actually the organic structure of this reality and the false artificial, then you can just see everything. Every single thing is trying to get you to either believe something, to buy something, or to behave in a certain way. I guess I should call it the three Bs. I'm sure there's more Bs I can think about. Because so many amazing things are happening on the planet, there has to be a literal, full-time, 24/7 agenda that they are pushing on you and on all of us to stay in the lowest consciousness ever. Fear-mongering. The world is collapsing, right? There's apocalypse, there's Armageddon. It's all happening and we have no ability to stop it, right? There's the changing of the climate. Essentially I'm trying not to use certain keywords, but you know what I'm talking about. There's this one world agenda. If you can see that all of this is trying to project this fake reality, because actually everything out there is actually getting better. So many magical things are happening. We are becoming beyond human at this point, and I'm not kidding you. I am telling you this from experience. It's been going on for many years in my life about, right, when we spiritualize physical matter, your physical reality changes. This is the mirror. The outside world is the exact mirror to show you what you're holding on within yourself. We're in a video game. We created our own video game. That's the thing. But the problem is we actually thought that we were stuck in someone else's simulation, in the matrix. But I'm telling you that this matrix was actually false all along, just like the movies, right? Like Neo, how he realizes that he knows exactly what, I forget the guy, the bad guy, you know, exactly what moves he's making as he's making them. And that's because the outside world, we created this video game to literally live in, to know, right? This is the mirror that we're projecting every quantum second. And we are changing it, right? We're never stuck in any moment. So that's the key to know as well. Because that's another, you know, BS propaganda that we're always seeing out there in the world. That, oh, all these horrible things happened in the past, which now gives us an excuse to act in a certain way right now. Right? And that is the exact trap that people are stuck in. It's their excuse to not step up in this life, right? We want to stay the victim. The victim, victimizer, savior. This is a program. This is a literal program that has been implemented into, like literally installed, just like a computer, right? You got to realize you are like a supercomputer. You are a supercomputer. You're processing data and information in the form of sound light fields 24/7. There's been some bad programming infections, right, put into this, to your DNA. Artificial programs. And like I said, victim, victimizer, savior is one of them. You can see it everywhere, right? And again, I'm talking about, I have lived this. right? So it's not something out there, right? It's all these victims out here. We always got to turn the finger back to us and realize that, this is the mirror. This is my mirror. I'm just playing a role in your video game, in your life, just like you are playing a role in mine, right? So we're all literally the singularity, the spark of God's source that individualized itself to have an expression, to have an experience. And we're done having negative, horrible experiences of suffering, chaos, and tragedy. Say it with me. We're done. We're done. So let's literally delete this program that the world was created and we're just a victim in it, because it's so far from the truth. And that is why they need you clamped down in the belief that you are just some random nobody in a big scheme, right? In a big world with no power. When in fact, you have all the power. You are the literal center of the universe. Everything out here is a projection coming from you. Remember, this is what our senses are. Your eyes, your ears, your touch, right? It's all these senses. And we have way more than 5 senses. We have literally more than 12, right? Because all of these new DNA templates we're building, this gives us spidey senses, super senses. We are literally becoming, and a lot of us are already embodying, becoming superhuman, right? This is why a lot of people love those, those Marvel and superhero shows, movies. I've never have, but a lot of people love that because they wanna, right? They wanna fantasize about being the hero. Well, guess what? You are the hero. If you get into your center, you become the hero probability, which means really you become that highest expression of a divine human living right now. And we are going beyond humans. So let me tell you, the potential, you can't even imagine. Already just with the things that I experience on a day-to-day basis in the last 20 years, mind blowing. We're not physical, and I'm experiencing life as being particleized, shape-shifting geometry grids, sound light grids. That's my everyday experience, 24/7, hasn't gone away since 2017. DMT, shape-shifting breathing, right? So if you guys are experiencing a lot of that, right? It starts very subtle. The odd little flash, maybe in your peripheral, or the odd just, right, something like you see a sparkle or something like that, and right, you might just hear a voice. Like it's just, there's many different levels, right? The whole point is there's so many magical things happening that we have people so wrapped up in fear that, oh my God, all these things are happening for the bad. People don't even realize that there's amazing, God is literally embodying itself. Okay, again, we're already God, but living as God, experiencing, becoming, feeling yourself as a God being, not in an ego way, but in a way that I have the divine flowing through me and I'm going to express my highest ability in this world to make a better world. This is why we're here. So this is why they need 24/7 constant bombardment of negativity to keep people locked in the tiniest little box. It's a literal phantom world. So again, I have actually actually on camera, you can see these. They're twists in the, but I hate even doing that. I have to fix it. Because it's all about the coordinates, right? When you are the whole field, every molecule, every coordinate, it's almost like the X and the Y and the Z, right? These are all alignments. Like the latitude, the longitude, right? These are all alignments of the field. And you need to be in 0 point. So I just need to brush that point right here that I made that twist. Literally, it's physicalized at this point. But that's the thing you have to realize is that it is such a small, these pockets now, these phantom matrix pockets that are literal reversals. Well, they're finite. They have to feed. This is why they need you. They need your attention. They need your anger, your fear, your money. Right? This is the whole system we've been stuck in forever. I can go on and on and on about all the horrible things, but you guys know. The key to know is the prison planet mentality, right? That we literally were stuck in. Don't get me wrong. We were stuck in that because we had no idea that there's something beyond it. Especially back, right, for thousands of years, for literally infinite amount of time. Really, since Atlantis, things really went downhill. Let me tell you. And that was the last potential for a stellar activation cycle, which is right now a star burst cycle, right? We are aligning stargates. And this is what allows this new information, this light, this photonic light plasma to be coming into your field. Remember, you're the center of the universe. So even though the sun seems like it's far away, it's within here. This is just the mirror. And again, check out my other video if you want to know more about the star or sun. Stars or sun, these are vectors, alignments in time-space. And you're the center of it. So the prison planet was literally fake from day one. Right? Thousands of years ago, if we would have woken up and been like, whoa, this is a video game. This is a simulation. Right? We're going to manifest ourselves about our existence, abundance. Do you think we would be walking around as a peasant? You know? I could talk about many things. But the key to know is it was a literal program that kept us in that point. And this is why the whole world right now needs to constantly, like I said, it's a 24/7 game, making sure that they are keeping you trapped in the lowest of the low, because that's the only game they have. The second that you get out of there, right, you're happy for 5 minutes, or you feel, right, that bliss charged love, you feel excited, you feel like, oh yeah, you know what? I feel like I want to actually, go beyond my habits, my routines, right? Because it's always an inner change. We're not changing the world out there. We're changing our inner world. And then the world just magically projects itself as a new mirror. So that's the key too. If you want to save the world, you save yourself. And by saving yourself, heal yourself, do your shadow work, do your polarity integration. Go deep. And when you think you're going deep enough, go deeper, because it's a many-year thing. But then you're going to realize, right, this is what being sovereign really is, being out of the matrix. A lot of people, right, we hear that certain people that are, I don't know their names, but you mean certain names of, YouTubers or social media influencers that, God, the one guy went to got arrested there when he was in, where was it? Middle East or something. So again, you can tell how much I don't pay attention to social media, but, and there's many others, right? That are talking it up, all about that they're not in the matrix. They got all this money, but they're completely in the matrix. That is the matrix. The matrix is the false ego self. The false ego self has a different paradigm of success. The false ego self blames everybody else. It's everybody else's fault why I can't do something, right? The false ego self thinks they're king shit because they got, 10 Ferraris, so it's about realizing that being sovereign, getting out of the matrix is about you literally extracting all of your fractaled soul parts that are lost in time-space, looping in these phantom pockets, right? Where they are playing out that trauma over and over and over again. Again, how about this, my other video, The Fractaled Soul. So check that out for more. But this is why people are existing at 1% of their expression, of their potential. Some are less, right? It's because all the other parts of them are dormant and actually acting in reverse, sabotaging them. Right? This is why we self-sabotage. This is right. So all these things I'm telling you are all things that I've experienced, right? It's about just being able to recognize every, right, that unconsciousness or that trap, to try to trap your consciousness into yet another program. And the new cage, new age, right? The new cage is also a huge program. You have to do all these things in this way, right? Go to multiple, retreats and do all these, eat this way, do these meditations. You have to act this way. You have to, wear a white robe, whatever it is, right? You have to have crystals around you, or you're not ascending. Well, guess what? As you see, I'm a lot of times wearing a hoodie because I'm always so freaking cold because I'm in Canada. Okay, the whole point is to realize that we are meant to be our authentic soul expression, beyond soul, right? Oversoul, avatar self. This is like your literal God self on many different expressions, infinite archetypes. 144 is the 144,000 divine archetypes of the Godhead. Literally, all you, right? It's kind of like you can be all things at once and not just, oh, well, this is just the way I am, so I can't be like this. Well, guess what? You're denying this part of you. You need to actually be in balance. You can be able to be all expressions of creation at once. And by doing that, by being the center, you neutralize those less than, those distorted, those negative aspects of yourself, because they literally untwist, and everything twists, essentially untwists itself into the highest creation possible, which is crystalline, and then beyond crystalline to plasma, beyond plasma, which is liquid light, into pure sound radiation grids, shape-shifting grids. And I'm telling you this from experience. It's my 24/7 experience. Let me know in the comments if you guys are experiencing this. But the whole point is to realize that, yes, we were in a prison planet, but we imprisoned ourselves, literally. We allowed parts of us to fall, and those parts of us ran our lives, and then became, right then, expressed themselves, because this is the mirror, then became larger archetypes acting out in the world. Right? So the part of you that was essentially distorted, then it was expressed in a larger way as a politician, as a whole government system, as the way the world works, right? That we're this small. But that's because inside we have felt like we have literally not had our own freedom, sovereign freedom. Even though we were in a free will system, we didn't know that. So that these parts got so out of balance that they started to control the whole. And this is why you're here now. Me, you, and all of you guys watching, and millions more. This is why we are here during the most important lifetime ever. We are repatterning the whole divine blueprint of this entire creation back down to 0 point, back down to the original. Essentially, we're resetting everything. Collapsing all of this, all the quantum field that essentially is not in alignment is just collapsing. This is why when you do the inner work, the mirror automatically just self-corrects itself. And all of a sudden, you're in a different hologram. People are different. People are nicer. All of a sudden, people are completely different than they were before. And you're having magic happen. So I kind of digress, but the whole point is, there's so much magic happening and people are in fear about it. Like I've read before people talking about, oh my God, all these colors in the sky. It's like, it's apocalypse, right? That's the signs of the apocalypse, right? All the plasma. So people are literally seeing plasma and all the light codes coming in, and they think it's a bad thing. This is how backwards the world is. This is our divine self anchoring into the physical, and we're scared shitless of it. People are, right? They have no idea there's actually something amazing happening, right? We have the world collapsing, and people think it's a horrible thing. Yes, it'd be nice if these things happened easily and just, we just Okay, let's just completely change the creation from good to bad. Or sorry, from bad to good, you know, in a matter of moments. Well, we would if every single person, literally, you want to get rid of all the problems out there, do your inner work. Imagine millions of us all of a sudden right now decided that we're taking back our power. We're changing the inner creation, which is literally changing the video game, right? It's like playing a different video game. That's one's horrible and one's amazing. And again, this happens over steps, but we're deciding to take our power right now. Decide for yourself. Take your power within you. Imagine millions of us did that right now. We would be seeing a different world instantly, because we're literally birthing our creation every moment. And you will see this when you start becoming plasma, atomic embodied. You will see people shape-shifting into existence. Like I see people particleized, literally being birthed and being dissolved and created instantaneously all at once. It's like, you know, like you're seeing that. And this is just the beginning, you know? So we have so many people scared of what's going on when everything going on is actually amazing. The world is changing. People don't want the world to change because they're so tied to the old. They don't have any focus on the new because they're focused. Again, this is why they need you. Trapped with your consciousness, worried, fearful, angry about everything going on, right? It's one distraction after another to keep you like a cat chasing a mouse, not to put your own energy within yourself and be like, I'm done with that. Enough is enough. I'm not wasting my life fulfilling what they want. Remember, they're using your energy, your consciousness to lead you down a path to complete control where you have nothing left. Where essentially you are a robot, because that's really what they need, right? They need all the organicness of you gone. So then there's not 1% of you even that's going to fight against, right, total domination. You think they're going to stop out there? No, they're not stopping. It's getting stupider. There's a reason it's getting stupider. It's because these phantom pockets are losing energy. So they're getting desperate. So that's the thing to know. Take back your power within. Birth a new hologram instantly. Time doesn't exist. So we don't have to wait for some external solar flash to happen, some external anything, some white hat to do something. Change yourself. All of us change ourselves within. We're co-creating a brand new world right now. So know that everything out there is trying to pull you down the wrong rabbit hole, right? Whether it's people that call themselves truthers, they don't know anything, right? There's a lot of those people on social media. Whether it's movies, right? TV, music. Oh, music's the worst. You ever notice how music lately is so bad? Yeah. I don't even need to mention the news, right? That's pretty obvious. But we need to realize that our direction comes from within. We're aligned vertically. That's your connection to God's source. That's your connection to your highest self. It's not looking to out experts telling you what's going to happen. Never do that. So again, this is why I make these videos just to support you guys. But I never want you to believe a word I say. I want you to experience this for yourself. Start paying attention to all these little subtle subliminal messages happening in movies, right? Where the characters are popping pills or doing this or saying this. The whole thing is to keep you completely entrapped with your energy, time, money, and attention, and many more things, right? That's how they keep you trapped in these little tiny pockets when everything is opening up to magic. They need you distracted so you don't see the magic. So you're scared of the magic. So just know that. If the video helped you, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share the video on all your social media platforms. And if you want to support my work further, I do have courses and I have a donation link below the description. So thank you so much for everyone that has supported me. And also to my members who've been so patient as I'm rebuilding my whole website. And I'm going to be making a special announcement coming up soon. So you guys aren't going to want to miss out on this. It's super amazing. So you make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and also notification bell. And you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and I'm also brand new on Twitter. I figured that X needed some help with all the stuff going on down there. So I'm a newbie. If you guys want to follow me there, give me some love. Thanks so much, you guys. Just want to say shine bright out there. I'm all in. This is what I do 24/7, right? So I really hope that all of you decide that taking back your power, being at your highest, this is a video game. What video game do you want to create? Because we're doing it right now. We're co-creating a new Earth. Lots of love. I'm Roxanne. This has been Earth 1111. See you soon. Bye-bye.